Hello guys. I know you've recently seen my Ruger SP101 right here. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do a trigger job. I'm going to show you how I did my trigger job on this and how I replaced the grip on it. This is going to be like a 3-part series, I think 2 or 3. I don't want to make it a 20-minute video, so I'd rather split it up to like 2 or 3 different videos for you guys. So I'm gonna show you guys how I do my trigger job, so stay tuned. Thank you. Okay guys, the first step that I need to do is I need to take the grip off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unscrew this screw right here. Okay, screws out, and this would just slide off. Okay, and this is the frame, the mechanism. So I need to pop this pin out. That just slides off like this. Just like that. And this pops out. Look at my punch. And that just comes out just like that. Okay, so it comes with this factory grip. Let me take the screws out of this real quick and I'll show you what it looks like. So comes with this factory grip right here, and these little tabs pop out. Like this. And you can see there's a little pin inside of it. This pin is very important, and I'll show you why in just a second, but I want to show you what it looks like with the factory grips. Just an idea. I'm not going to put the whole thing on. So pretty much looks like this. Factory grips. Okay. So the reason this little pin is important, because to get this mainspring out right here, I'm trying to do this over a camera, I'm going to try to be pretty good at it. So what you need to do is you need to pull the trigger a little bit, or cock the hammer back, either one. Okay, now you can see there's a little opening right there. So what you do is you put this little pin in like this, and that captures it. That captures your spring. And that's your mainspring right there. Now you want to be careful. You want to make sure you remember which way this goes in, because if you get it wrong, if you put it in wrong, your gun may not work. So just remember this right here. Okay, so the next part, as you guys can see, there's this little part right here. That just moves up. And this is for your hammer. This part's for your hammer. So your hammer comes out just like that. It's your hammer assembly. Now, this next part can be kind of tricky, and you have to be really careful with it. But as you can see, there is this plunger right here. Right there is a plunger, and this plunger controls part of the trigger pull. So you need to get this plunger pushed in like this. It can be kind of hard. Just like that. So you need to get that plunger pushed in. It's so hard to do this over a camera. There you go. And this will pull off your trigger guard and your trigger assembly. Now be careful with this, because you don't want to press the trigger, because if you press the trigger, you're going to have stuff flying everywhere. And good luck trying to find it on this little gun. So after your trigger is out, your cylinder will slide out. It's really dirty. I gotta clean it. So that's how you take your gun apart down to the frame, minus your cylinder release and your firing pin, which is in there. Now I haven't really been that detailed into it. I haven't taken this off yet, or the firing pin, but I have messed with it a little bit with the trigger assembly. So I'm going to cut it off right now, and I'm going to clean this up, and then I'm going to do the next part of it. So guys, stay tuned. Thank you. Okay guys, I'm back. I just cleaned up the parts. The internal mechanisms were kind of dirty, so I cleaned them up. So I set those off to the side. Now back to your trigger assembly. Now like I said, it's best not to pull the trigger, because this could come off and springs fly everywhere. But this is your little bar that keeps your firing pin, I think it's a firearm safety bar, keeps it from like if you drop your gun, it'll keep the firing pin from slamming down. So you can move this a little bit. I wouldn't really mess with it too much. Now, we were talking about this plunger in here, and you can see there is, I'll use a paper clip. There's a pin right here. To get that plunger out, you need to push this pin out. And I'm going to try to do it with this paper clip. So, looks like it's going to work. So keep your finger right here. Push it in a little bit, and that pin will pop out. And that releases the plunger. Now don't lose that pin. It's a little tiny thing, little tiny guy. And then your plunger pops out. Then you got a spring in here, and then you got the other end of your plunger. There he is. Okay. So as you can see in there. So what I use to clean this out, to even up the edges inside if there's any machine marks, I use 1/4 inch drill bit, and I go in there and I just lightly turn this. I've done this before, so this is just a demonstration. You don't want to dig too deep in there because you don't want to make any differences in the metal. You just want to clean it out. Okay. So now that we got that done, so this is going to end part 1 of how to do a trigger job on the Ruger SP101. So I'll be making the whole series tonight, and I'll be putting the each video up one every single day. So stay with me, guys. You'll like the outcome of this. Thank you.